Hey guys, how's it going? You know, I was laying there. I did bee venom therapy day before yesterday, and I usually do it every other day, so today's a good day, get her done. And I asked the man upstairs, I said, I put a feeder jar on this pine right here above this bucket, but they weren't hitting it. So I came out here this morning. I had two 1 pound jars with just a trace of honey in both of them. And I said, I need to scent this thing up a little bit. They're not smelling it or something. And so I put hot water and shook them up. I came out here to shoot it all over the top of this bucket, which I did. And here was a good sized swarm on this bucket right here. Yeah, good sized swarm. So I'm out here to do a little bee venom therapy. Those taro stakes. I had these crazy ants. You can see them here. They're crazy ants. And they're going inside. They're going inside this taro stakes. There's one coming out now. I've used these on Argentine ants. I had one homeowner that quite a little cluster of bees right there, and they're coming in and out of these taro stakes really good. So get a good fill, crazy ants, get a good fill of that, take it back to your queen, feed her, and take her ass out. Okay, take the whole colony out. That's what they claim this is supposed to do. So we'll see. So I'm keeping my venom tweezers right here handy, right on this tree here. Let's see if we can't collect a few bees here. Here's one right here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. That one's got some heat to it. It's kind of cool. You can grab these things while they're sitting on a bucket here. That's the beauty of this deal here. They're all over the bucket feeding, and that one's not burning too bad. After you get a few of these in you, the endorphins kick in. And so the pain receptors aren't as bad because the endorphins, they tell me, are rushing to this area because it's in trauma, right? So anyway, I got 3 of them in me now. Yeah, that's great. You can grab them by the thorax, and then you can position them about wherever you want them. Right now, I've got 4 in me. I got 4 of them in me. That's 5. A 6 in that arm. Let's put 6 in this arm. Here's a drone flying around here. They're trying. They don't want him on this bucket, guys. They're grabbing him, taking him out. Had a weird looking, warty looking thing right there. Look at there, I center punched it perfectly. You can see, if you can see it, I don't know if you can see it, but that stinger sitting there going cuckoosh, just like a hypodermic needle is sitting there pumping. So this is working out great. If you can, let's just run them all down my arm here. Some won't sting. For whatever reason, some won't sting. Yeah, that one did. The last second it nailed me. These field bees, these bees that are out here collecting nectar, like off the front of a hive, you know, they're coming and going out of a hive. They are carrying a lot of venom. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put 2 more in this arm. Let's get 2 more in this arm right here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6. I don't know if you can see that thing pumping or not. But I've noticed already, I've treated this weird looking, warty looking thing, whatever it is. And I can see it's already killing it. But if you look hard, you can see that stinger pumping. And if you leave them in, it probably don't take 15 minutes. I usually leave them in 15 minutes, and then I scrape them out. Yeah, I've got some weird looking sunspot things on this arm here. Next time I will work on that little brown area right there. I've had a brownish looking patch under my skin down about 3 layers deep. And it's just a weird looking, I don't know if it's sun damage or what, but that venom will clean up these weird looking things on your hide. Warts, cancer. No cancer doctor would like what I'm doing at all, because they're not trained in any natural therapies. It's strictly big pharma is all it is. And if they try to go outside the norm into what I'm doing, they would lose their license. I guarantee it. Yeah. Because none of this, what I'm doing, is approved. So don't take any of this as medical advice. It's just Steveo. It's just crazy Steveo doing what Steveo does, okay? I work with nature, okay? As crazy as it sounds, it is what it is, okay? Now, I don't want to open this bucket up and peek inside, but there was a good load of bees on this thing. Matter of fact, let me pull up my camera here and show you what I was looking at daybreak this morning. Yeah. Here it is here. Yeah, here it is here, guys. This is what I was looking at daybreak this morning. Quite a few bees on that thing. And what I did, I came in here and squirted, like I said, that honey, that I diluted some honey. I had 2 1-pound jars, just a little bit. I put hot water in them, and I came out here and I squirted them all over the top of this bucket. That scented this whole area up with honey, because there was just sugar water. There was no scent, you know, of honey. But yeah, see, here's the bottles I had. And I came out here and I squirted it all over the top of this thing. But the bees were already here, as you can see in a second here. Right there. Whoop, I went back. Right there. You can see them all over that bucket. So we got another successful catch here. I was laying there the other night, and I was laying there the other night, and I asked the man, I said, please send me, please let the venom, please let this venom do its job. And I said, also, please send me more swarms. So then I come out here this morning, and here we go. Look at them. Just look at them, guys. I don't know how many bees in here. I haven't popped the lid. I'm not going to pop the lid. I'm going to leave them alone. I don't want to upset them. It's funny. These bees are funny. You can jerk them around, do this or that. If you do something a little bit wrong, they boogie. They take. We don't like this scenario at all. They just haul ass. So I don't like to shake them up too much. Matter of fact, when I catch a swarm in the field, I usually take it into my cooling room with the AC on and leave them in there until I'm ready to transfer them. But don't put these buckets out direct sun. This scenario right here, this is actually, these 2 entrances here actually looking due north on this tree, okay? This is a due north looking deal. But see, I've got there's a camper here. I got all this forest here blocking that afternoon hot sun barreling down through here. Now, if this bucket was sitting over here out in the sunlight, no good. It would get too hot, and these bees will abscond. They will not take that temperature. They know the temperature they like and can take. I don't know what this cluster of bees is doing here. I don't know if I got a queen hiding right there in that little cluster or not. I don't know. We'll find out. I am not going to fool with these bees at all. I'm going to let them settle down, they can figure out what they're going to do. Let them go on in the trap and start setting up housekeeping. All right. My taro stakes look like they're going to be working. I mean, the bees, the crazy ants are going inside. These things really haul butt too. They're fast. Look how fast them things run when I'm coming after them. Look at them. I don't know if they bite or not, but they're just a nuisance. I've seen them around the hives and stuff. But they're going in all these things. And I had one spot. There were a older couple. They run a nursery. They're from Micronesia, part of the Philippine chain of islands, whatever. And they let me come into their yard there. It's a nursery. And they let me hang a trap. And I've caught 2 swarms over there so far. And I give them honey. They're thrilled to death, guys. Thrilled to death. That's what you want to do. Anybody will let you put bees at their yard, on their property. Treat them well. Don't piss anybody off. Don't set the bees up. If you're doing hives, don't set them up to where it's going to be high traffic into their home or anybody's going to get stung. You know, just be careful. Be polite, be nice, and feed them some honey as you get it. And everybody's happy. Because without these landowners, we can't do what we do. I mean, unless you own 100 acres and prime some kind of a prime friggin' piece of real estate where you've got multiple crops. Now, if I was down on, if I hit the Powerball, guys, if I hit the Powerball, I think it's up to right at 1 billion now. If I hit that, Steveo's going to be buying up some property right on the waterfront to put my boat, right? Put my boat out there. I want to be some rustic area. I'll put a still home in. I'll put a bee yard up to where I can get all of the different crops down there, because there's like 4 crops I can get down there on that waterfront. Then we're going to rock and roll with some beehives, guys, I'm telling you. But until that happens, you have to work with landowners and you know, work into it and keep everybody happy. These ain't bad at all. I've got 12 hits in me. I've got 12 hits in me, and I will do this every other day. I let my body calm down, get these hits, and then let them calm down. Also, normally I wear hearing aids. Do not do this with hearing aids in your head. It cranks these bees up. I don't know what it is with the frequency coming off of the hearing aids, but leave your hearing aids in the house. I lost $3,500 worth of hearing aids. That's about 3 years ago. I was out here and I had a box that wasn't completely, it was, I let them rob it out, what I was doing. And I went over and lifted the lid. I had my hearing aids, and they came out of there, guys. They rushed out of there and poured into my freaking ears. I mean, like that. And when you're getting hit with that many and those tender ears, you know, I just grabbed a handful of bees and ripping them out and doing this as I'm walking away, right? Well, guess what I did? I ripped out my freaking hearing aids, guys, and slung them into the freaking woods grass here. I went down and rented me a metal detector, and I searched for 2.5 hours looking for those things and never found them. So don't do dumb shizit like Steve did and lose $3,500 worth of hearing aids. I told the hearing aid company what I'd done, and they were just kind of like, yeah, okay, let's go ahead and just sell you another $3,500 worth, okay? And I said, okay, thank you very much. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. Things are cooking. Steveo's happy. Got another swarm. The man upstairs, the Lord, is watching out for old Steveo, okay? He's sending me bee venom therapy. He's sending me swarms. And let's just hope we can get a honey crop down on the waterfront. It hasn't happened yet. I did a mini harvest of some cabbage palm. And I don't know, I had a dozen bottles. That went quick. I handing out to my landowners and stuff. But there was nothing to sell, okay, on my on my main road honey stand. I had no money extra for that. No extra honey for that deal. So anyway, it's no big deal. It is what it is. Steveo's into this just for shizits and giggles anyway. And hopefully I can entertain you people. And I will see you on the next one. Be happy, be strong. We're going to keep getting it on. See ya.